So as you can tell by the thumbnail of the video, today is not going to be about a movie review. I know we all want a movie review, but today is different. If you read the channel description, I also talk about music. So I'm going to be talking about the new BTS album, Rang. It's a 14-song album, and I'm going to be rating each song 1 through 10. You might ask me what are my credentials, and I took 2 years of music tech. You know, I know what I'm talking about, I guess. You know, let's get into it and let's just see where this goes. Okay, now that I have my trusty headphones with me, look at the stickers on these things. It's pretty cool, right? It is time to listen to the first song called Body to Body. Oh, freaky. Okay, let's listen to this song. Okay, that was all right. I mean, I feel like the lyrics could have been a bit more. I mean, they kind of said the same thing over and over again. I feel like the tonal quality of this song was definitely really good. I can't even lie. I feel like K-pop always has really good music, like background music, but then the lyrics are just like, you know? I feel like overall though, that was a decent song. It kind of ended abruptly though. I was thinking that there was gonna be a bit more, like maybe the last 30 seconds of the song. I was like, okay, like we're getting somewhere. And then they just like, they low-key cut it off. So I'm gonna give Body to Body a solid 5. That was a mid start to the album, but 5 isn't bad. Like that's 5 out of 10. That's literally just okay, you know? The next song we are listening to is called Hooligan. So let's see how this goes. That was mid. That was low-key mid. I'm sorry. That was mid. I think K-pop has a problem where they think that I want to hear somebody like, you know, hitting a glass as the beat. Oh, like it's tough. Like, no, that's not tough. I feel like the first couple seconds of that song, it was beautiful. Like I really thought it was going to be a whole different song. Mainly because the beat that they came out with, I was like, wow, like, okay, they're hitting like kind of an orchestral thing going on. And I was expecting that to kind of be the entire way. And I'm okay with subverting expectations for the listener, but at the same time, you should, you know, make the subversion good. And I don't think that was good. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna give Hooligan a solid 3. I did not like that. I mean, there are good parts of it, but overall, no, that was not tough. I'm sorry. All right, the next song we have up is called Aliens. It's not really going well for this album right now, but I have faith. I have faith that this is gonna be cool. So let's keep going. I feel like maybe I'm hating. It's not looking good for this album so far. Maybe I'm hating, like low-key, maybe I'm hating, honestly, because I feel like am I being too hard? I heard the producer tag, you know, I heard Michael Almeida. I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is gonna be some heat, right? And then I get into it, and I'm just like, I get what we're trying to do. And there were definitely some parts that I did really enjoy. Like if I bring out the genius bar, they're like the hello this year, no honey. I'm like, okay. Then when it goes back into the song, it just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like the beats on this album as well, like of course, like I'm not really big on BTS because I don't really listen to their music, right? But what I have heard, it's been a certain type of sound. And I feel like this is a big departure from what their sound was before. At the same time though, I think being experimental in music especially is good. This is the kind of experimental where I'm like, like I don't think we hit the nail on the head on this one. I feel like there could be a bit more that we did to make this a bit better. Aliens might be, oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give that a strong 4, I guess, you know, maybe a 4. I'll give it a 4, dude. Yeah, 4. It's getting a 4. Next song is called Fire. Like, we're playing some Davido, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Like 3 people are gonna get that joke. But let's play the song. Wow. I actually like that one. I can't even lie. That was really cool. Okay, like what I said like 5 seconds earlier, where I'm like, yeah, like they just need to find their sound. Like I feel like they're not hitting it on the head. Like, okay, like I guess they hit it right here. Like that gave a lot more Vogue dance hall vibes almost. Like, you know, I was dancing to it, you know. I was getting to it. I was gonna give this an 8 because I actually like this one. This is the first song where I'm like, okay, I actually like this, right? But then they said burning out with my slime. Boo! Don't say that. Burning out with my slime. You don't know. And this is like something Hybe does, and just K-pop groups in general. Like, you know, Blackpink with their iconic "You Gon' Finna Catch Me." Like, bro, stop. I really don't like when K-pop groups do that. I would say that I would give Fire by BTS. That's a solid 7. That's pretty good. That's a pretty chill song. Definitely something I'd play while driving. They keep up this vibe specifically, then, you know, things are turning around for BTS, you know? The next song is called 2.0. 2.0. So let's take a listen. Okay, yeah, that was okay. That was okay. It wasn't okay like the very first song, Body to Body. They had Mike Will on this one as well, and the Eardrummers producer tag, and I love that one. I will say the beat on this one, really loved it. That was a really cool beat. I feel like they really did well with the mids and the lows on this one. But again, the lyrics just, I wasn't really feeling it, you know what I mean? Hit a lick in your split. Who are y'all hitting a lick on? What are you talking about? Maybe this is just a byproduct of me being too critical of K-pop sometimes when it comes to their uses of AAVE. But truly, I'm like, bro, like, y'all don't have to hit a lick on somebody. Like, we are in Korea. Are we hitting licks in Korea like this? Like, is this like a common occurrence where we're talking about this? I just can't help but say that it's corny whenever I hear lyrics like that. And I'm like, bro, like, that's not, come on. Like, come on, dude. I would give 2.0 a solid 6 out of 10. It's decent, but it's definitely not, it's not fire. It's not Davido. Next song we're listening to is called Number 29. Okay, I guess Number 29 was just a minute 30 of ambience. I guess that was like a break in the music. Maybe it's like symbolic of me missing the music or something like that. That's a 0. There was no music. If that brings the average down by a lot, then that's their own fault. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Give me music. I have nothing to talk about. Like, yeah, it was literally just like it was like a tuning fork, and then that's it. Yeah, 0. That's a 0. Strong 0 that you're getting from that one. Number 29. Do better. All right, the next song is called Swim. I think that was pretty cool. This is song number 7, by the way. Like, this is halfway through the album, but I think they did a pretty good job on that one. But I do think it is a departure from the album's sound that it's been having. I feel like that felt kind of like a different album's song, kind of. Just in general, the way that it was produced, I loved the synth. Gave a very nice sine wave. I'm like, okay, like now we're getting into like a more chill vibe. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, you know, how does that really relate to, like, weren't we just doing something else, you know? I feel like I did really enjoy that song, though. I think I'll give it a solid 8, that's our first banger. Certified banger? Question mark, dude? Like, is that a banger? This next song is called Merry-Go-Round, so, maybe it'll have a circus theme or something like that. I'm hungry to see what they do next, dude. Like, let's see. Okay, I'm a bit confused with this album right now because it kind of feels like the moment they got to the 7th song, they just made a different album. 2 songs into the second half of this album, but like we're halfway through and the song Swim and now Merry-Go-Round, I don't know, it kind of feels like we're not trying to take these risks. Because like there has to be some symbolism in this, right? Like I was like talking about them being experimental and I wasn't really a fan of it, but now that they're not as experimental, I'm like, okay, it's great. I feel like they could be taking a bit more of the liberty that they were earlier. Like with Fire, like that was a great song. And I feel like maybe they should have stuck with that kind of vibe for the entire album, because now I'm a bit confused as to like what the actual vibe of this album is supposed to be. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6, honestly. It was okay. It wasn't anything that I would, I'm not writing home about it. I'm not going crazy for it. It's okay. But I think definitely for the next couple songs in this album, because it's 8 minus 14. Ugh. It's where they separate the men from the boys. Songs left. I have 6 songs left. So yeah, for these next 6 songs, I really do want to see a bit more of that experimental feel back in the album, because I feel like that is something that they were starting to get a hold of by the time we got to the song Fire. But I feel like we're starting to kind of loosen the grip on what that is by the time we got to this song, Merry-Go-Round. The next song is called Normal. So let's see. All right. I'm getting a little scared for this album, dude. I feel like what I was talking about is like kind of happening. It kind of feels like we're reverting away or moving away from the experimental sound that we were having in the first couple songs. And of course, every band has their signature sound. So I feel like right now they're just putting or inputting their signature sound on the album. But I think the thing is that if you come out swinging, you know, that first song, I mean, although sorry, I didn't really like it. I do think it was still a bit more out there, you know? It was a departure from what I personally knew about BTS. 5. I'm giving this one a 5. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just okay. Like, it was just okay. The next song is called Like Animals. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think what I was talking about before is kind of starting to come true. I think that is exactly what's happening, where they were experimental for the first half and the second half it is the classic BTS sound. Now, I think I am being, like, maybe I am being too hard on this, mainly because they just got back from the military, and what I'm thinking is that, of course, like with Hybe, it's like, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, the people who are getting into this for the first time are like, this is what BTS is. But the people who are coming back, it's just different enough to be like, okay, it's definitely a new album, but it's still, you know, kind of the same album. Now, of course, I'm saying this having never listened to any other BTS album in my life. If I am just like talking complete nonsense, let me know down in the comments. But right now, I feel like that's what's going on. And honestly, like, you know, like I literally yawned like midway through the song. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I don't know, like, I'm like, okay, you know, like it's definitely. All right, I have 4 songs left in this album, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's just kind of mid right now. So the next song is called They Don't Know About Us. I have a feeling that they're gonna get on my nerves with this one, but let's just see. To finish listening to They Don't Know About Us, sorry, also just okay. Like, I'm getting kind of annoyed right now. The songs have just been getting more and more just okay. Like, there were 2 songs on this album where I really enjoyed, and honestly, for the sake of this rating video, I don't want to be so skewed. I'm gonna like put 2 extra bonus points. Congratulations, you just got 2 extra bonus points because of those 2 songs that I liked. I think the beat was really nice. I really liked the music that they used, the sampling. I really enjoyed that. But just in terms of the lyrics, I'm like, it just feels a bit more like, yeah, like, you know, I'm definitely listening to a K-pop song right now. There wasn't really anything that specifically stood out to me about it. That really made me think like, yeah, wow, they put something into this song. But honestly, it is like one of the last songs of the album, so I feel like we are just kind of starting to trail off, and the energy has kind of shifted to more of a low vibration in the album. So we're just gonna see how the last 2 songs, or 3, 3, this album's holding me hostage. We're gonna see how the last 3 songs feel, and just see about it. But yeah, I'm gonna give They Don't Know About Us again a solid 5. That got a 5 from me. I'm sorry, these last couple songs are just getting kind of mid. The next song we're listening to is called One More Night. Something happened after Swim. Like Swim and Carnival? No, not Carnival. Hey, it's so good, she got it. Merry-Go-Round. After Merry-Go-Round and Swim, something happened to this album where literally every single song is just mid. I'm not joking. Please, like that song Please that I just listened to, I don't even know what I listened to. That was overwhelmingly mid. So I'm gonna give that a 4 actually, because I'm just like, I felt nothing on that one. I actually have no words, and you're not gonna hear my review on it. You're not even gonna see my live reaction, because like, okay, like whatever, you know, like did not care about that one. But we're on the last song of the album, guys. This last song is called Into the Sun. And, you know, I feel like I can make like 15 jokes about this, but you know what? Let's just finish this. So, Into the Sun, last song of the album. Let's finish strong. So why did they decide to like make that one good? You know, like why did they forced me to sit through 3 mid songs before we got to a song that I actually enjoyed. I will say Into the Sun, couple things I don't like actually. I wasn't a big fan of the voice changing effects that we had at the beginning, but I do think that the middle and end of the song, like where it started getting more into a rock style, I was like, wow, like, okay, I really enjoy this. And I'm not sure why they just didn't do that like the entire time, because I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. Overall, I think I'd actually rate Into the Sun like a 7. Like that was a chill song, you know, and I feel like it did a good job at allowing for the casual classic BTS sound to be transformed into something else. But yeah, that's it. I finished this album. That was a marathon, 14 song marathon. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, and of course, like, we'll tally it up at the end and see how it does. So after tallying up all the points, BTS's Arirang gets a whopping 4.8. So just shy of being completely mid. I think that this is a fair grade. Arirang had a lot of parts of it that I thought if they just stuck to one specific lane, they could have actually gotten a lot more points on this, you know? Overall, I think this album is worth taking a listen to. I mean, obviously although I am a music connoisseur and a musical genius, there could be things that I missed out on that you guys probably pick up on. So let me know what you think of Arirang and if I'm a complete hack. Nah, but thank you so much for watching. The next couple videos I have planned are gonna be a bit different. It's not movie reviews or music reviews. I mean, there probably will be, but there's definitely gonna be a bit more like variation coming up soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you later.